Okay, so the next question is what? Explain the process of alcohol detoxification in the liver. Alright. So when you start doing pharmacology, this is very much more clear. And you come across something that they call first pass effect in pharmacology. So the first pass effect is basically like anything toxic. If you take it, it has to pass through the liver so that the liver will reduce its toxicity. Same thing as when you take alcohol. The alcohol as ethanol has to be converted to what? Has to go to the liver. Alright. So from there, ethanol is converted to what? Acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is converted to acetate. Okay. Then from acetate is converted to what? Acetyl CoA. Alright. Then it's eliminated. So the thing is, the more alcohol you are taking, the more your liver is getting weak. You get. So let's talk about the steps. So everything will be defined or explaining is found in this picture. We'll be coming back here to cycle it and you get to see that this picture actually what summarizes everything. Alright. So the process of alcohol detoxification in the liver involves several steps. And these steps are helping to metabolize, that's break down the alcohol into what a friendly form so that it can be eliminated from the body. Okay. So we have the alcohol dehydrogenase pathway. And this pathway is simply what? Involves the conversion of ethanol to acetaldehyde. Like I told you guys, ethanol to acetaldehyde. Okay? So what is the enzyme there? ADH. ADH is what? Alcohol dehydrogenase. You get it? So the pathway we are dealing here is alcohol dehydrogenase. There's another pathway known as what? Microsomal ethanol oxidizing system. But we'll look at it, just chill. So in here, ethanol is oxidized to acetaldehyde by the enzyme known as alcohol dehydrogenase, also known as ADH. So the ADH here is not antidiuretic hormone. This ADH here is your alcohol dehydrogenase. You get. So this reaction will primarily occurs in the cytosol of what? Living liver cells. Those are the hepatocytes. In their cytosol, that's the cytoplasm. Okay. So this alcohol dehydrogenase uses what? Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide as a coenzyme. Okay. And it will reduce it to what? NAD. That's all for that. So an alternative pathway, which is not involved in any of these pictures, all right? But let's just talk about it, you understand it. It's known as microsomal ethanol oxidizing system. So this system also involves conversion of ethanol to acetaldehyde, but with through a different alternative route, okay? So when alcohol consumption is high, this system will only be activated if the consumption is too high, okay? So when alcohol consumption is high, the microsomal ethanol oxidizing system pathway, primarily what? Involving cytochrome P452E1, it will become active. So the system too also converts what? Ethanol to acetaldehyde. Okay. But this one does not use NAD as a coenzyme. It uses what? NADPH as a coenzyme. So that's just by the way. So let's continue with this alcohol dehydrogenase pathway. So next one is this acetaldehyde will be converted to acetate. Okay, that's the next step. So that's the acetaldehyde dehydrogenase. That's what? ALDH2. That's the enzyme there. So acetaldehyde dehydrogenase is the enzyme that what? Catalyze the conversion of this acetaldehyde to acetate. Okay. So acetaldehyde is a toxic intermediate. It is rapidly converted to acetate by what? Acetaldehyde dehydrogenase action. Cycle that. So this reaction also occurs in the mitochondria and the cytosol of living cells. Okay. So this acetaldehyde dehydrogenase, the enzyme, it uses what? NAD as a coenzyme. We have already spoken about coenzymes so many times. Coenzyme are non-proteinaceous substances that what? Help the enzyme function better. You get. Now, conversion of this acetate to what? Acetyl CoA. Conversion of the acetate to what? Acetyl CoA. So what? This acetate conversion, all right, so acetate is further metabolized to what? Acetyl CoA by the action of what? Acetyl CoA synthase. It's not really shown here, okay? But know that that's what occurs here, okay? What's the enzyme here? Acetate CoA synthase. What is a synthase? An enzyme that oversees synthesis. Okay. So acetate CoA can then enter the citric acid cycle to be oxidized for energy production. Okay. Now elimination. Elimination of byproducts. So the liver produces water and carbon dioxide as the final byproduct, which can now be eliminated from the body through urine and your breath as you breathe out what carbon dioxide. If you drink alcohol, that's one of the ways that your alcohol will be eliminated. Okay. So there are so many pictures here, but they are not really talking about what we want. These ones are too basic. Okay. For biochemistry, they are expecting to talk about all these steps. That's why I used only this image, right? So that's it, guys, for the process of alcohol detoxification in the liver.